Do you think this is valuable? Don't be confused about money. This is just a worthless piece of paper until you trade it. When you trade it for things of value, it is going to make you more money. Put it in the bank, it's only going to get you a meager interest of just 1%. Leave it in your bank and it's just going to be a number for you to admire. Inflation in Singapore was 6.12% last year. Every year, on the average, over a long period of the time, your worldwide inflation is about 5% per annum. What does this mean? Annual inflation rate in Singapore, for example, if it were 5%, your $50 today is worth $47.50 in 2025. $50 today would be worth $45 in 2026, and the $50 today is only worth $29.95 in 10 years' time. Let's put it into perspective. This actually means if you spend $50 daily today, you will need to have $52.50 in 2025, $55 in 2026, and $81 in 2034 just to have the same kind of lifestyle. Have a look at this example. 15 Yishun Industrial Street 1. 30-year lease from 2012. This is the building Win 5. It's got balance lease of 17 years. This is one of my own units and I just sold it last month. What are the advantages of purchasing industrial property as compared to, say, residential properties in Singapore? Besides the fact that there's no additional buyer stamp duty, there's a low entry price, there's awesome yield, you get to avoid GST, even get to claim depreciation through capital allowance, you can get to claim back your maintenance costs, and there are allowable expenses. Now, if we were to go back in time, the purchase price in 2017 was $430,000 straight from the developer. It was one of the balance units and I got it at a real discount. Now, of course, a down payment for such units is about typically 10%, but including your buyer stamp duty and other costs, it came out to be about $59,000. Over 7 years, maintenance cost being the maintenance agent cost, MCST, over 7 years was $39,200. Mortgage interest cost over the 7 years, as I took a 90% loan over 20-year period, was $56,700. And the mortgage repaid in that 7 years was only $135,450. But this is one unit where the average rental that I collected over the past 7 years was about $3,500 per month. Just to show you that actually units like this, which have short lease, can sometimes be a very sensational piece of property to buy because your yield is always positive. That means to say from the day that you purchase the place and you put it up for rent, your rent would be able to cover your monthly mortgage payments plus all your maintenance costs. And I'll show you this. In the last 2 years of renting out this property, it managed to get $5,000 per month rental, which is really amazing. So now let's have a look at how it performed after 7 years of ownership. A selling price in 2024, just 2 months ago, was $621,300. Mortgage balance was $251,000. The total cost, now I've decided to add in all the costs. Now, a lot of people will never do this. They will never put your maintenance costs inside. They'll never put the cost of ownership, how much it costs you to get the place done. They won't put in your buyer stamp duty to just inflate the prices. Now, I did not do that. I included everything. Even the interest payments are cost of ownership. So now this income here comes because the place was rented out over the period. So this was the amount of rent that was collected, which is $278,000, which makes the net profit $357,860. So how did this manage to battle inflation for me? If you were to look at how much was actually spent on the unit, that would be $290,350. The gross profit would have been 471,000. The net profit 357,000, giving a return of investment of 62%. Annualize it, it's 9%. So considering that inflation was only once did it touch 6%, as I showed you earlier on the average worldwide inflation is 5%, you managed to more than double it in this period. Hey, thank you very much for watching. So now go on ahead, press that like button. That one, yes, right there. Ooh, you like it, don't you? Okay, now go and hit the subscribe button. That's right, you can do it. Feels real good, right? And go on and hit the notification button so that you will always know when my next video is ready. You can do it. Go ahead. Bye bye now.